Hi guys, it's Liv, your Tuesdays on the Air Faction. This week's theme is Storytime videos. So basically, a Storytime video is just me telling you a story of something that's happened to me once, and my story for this video is a little bit crazy, but it was insane, so let me get on into that story. So 2 years ago, I went on spring break to go see my cousin where she goes to college, which is a few states away from where I live. And it was me, my mom, my grandma, my brother, and my sister. And we didn't really have anything to do, so we decided that we were going to take a horse carriage ride. It was such a calm ride. My sister Grace, my brother my mom, and my grandma were all awake when it was going through the town and like touring stuff. But I slept through the whole thing. So I don't actually remember the ride part, like the actual part that we were supposed to be on, but I do remember the bad part really clearly. So what happened was the ride was over. We finished, everyone was getting off, like we all stood up. I'm like, oh, I woke up. It's like, okay. We're back at the hotel, and then something just happened with the horse, and it just took off running like crazy. It was like, whew. So the driver was still in the carriage, and then me, my brother, and my sister, and then my mom and my grandma, and like it was running so fast, and this was not supposed to be happening, just like on the street, like in the middle of the road, the horse was just sprinting. I remember my mom or my grandma, I don't know which one, but one of them were screaming like, get down. So I covered my head. It was sprinting, it was hitting the sides of cars, there was glass flying off of cars, the side view mirrors flew off of so many cars, and then the horse driver who's trying to control the horse, and it was sprinting like out of control, flew off, like flipped and landed on the ground and broke both of her ankles, I think it was. Yeah, she broke both of her ankles. Now the horse was running, it did not stop. We had no driver, my whole family was in there. So the horse at this point probably ran like 3 blocks or whatever, and then it came and there was a turn, so it took the turn, and it was easiest for me, so my grandma was like, jump out of the car, but my shoes weren't on because my shoes fell off while I was sleeping, so I grabbed my shoes. Why did I grab my shoes? I don't know. And jumped out and landed on my feet and then fell on my back, but I was totally fine. It didn't hurt me at all. I got the easiest of it, but my sister pushed out my brother to get him out, and then she jumped out, and then my mom jumped out, but my grandma, when she jumped out, her pants, the side of her pants got caught on the wheel, so the horse carriage was dragging her along, like she was sitting on the ground, it was dragging her while the horse was still running. And then my mom got my grandma off the wheel, and then we were all like on the ground, and the horse just kept running. When the horse kept running, it was stopped. Eventually it turned into an alleyway, and it was stopped because people from a restaurant had carrots, and they gave the horse carrots, and that's how they got it to stop. My whole family, we were fine. We got off. We were all standing over here. Everyone was so nice. Like all the people who lived there all came over. They're all like, oh my gosh, are you okay? They were getting us stuff. And then my grandma was so bad on her leg. Like there was blood there. Her pants were completely ripped, and she was bleeding because this horse carriage was dragging her. It was so bad for her. We had to go over to urgent care. People brought us cupcakes and blankets and stuff like that. That is like what actually happened. And then I know some people already know this story, but not a lot of people know what happened after that, like what happened with my family. But we all went back to the hotel eventually, and I remember so clearly, my cousin was there. She was like, yeah, I heard what happened, that's crazy. And the TV was on, and the news came on, and it was like, later on, you're gonna hear a story about a family who's on a horse carriage ride, and the horse just took off. We're like, yeah, we don't need to watch that because we lived it. And then my dad couldn't come with us originally because he was working, so he flew down after this happened and just stayed the rest of the time with us. And I just remember my brother and my sister were really shooken up by it. It wasn't, I mean, personally, it wasn't even that bad for me, because I remember like when me and my mom took me and we went and got food for everyone, because I don't know, I just had it kind of the easiest out of everyone. Like I just like grabbed my shoes, jumped off, and then just rolled on my back, and it was fine. But everyone else had it kind of hard. Obviously, it's not something that I wanted to happen. Like it was a bad experience. I will never forget that. The rest of the vacation was fine, and it was even better because my dad was there now. When we got home, like back to where I actually live, there were news trucks outside of our house, and like casually throughout the week, just news trucks would come. And my mom didn't really want to do that many like news stuff and get like this make it a whole big thing. I wanted to do news stuff. That'd be fun. Like, it was on TV. We did do one news thing, and we did get on the news, me, my sister, my brother, and my mom got on the news. My dad didn't really because he wasn't really there. Everyone is fine. This was like 2 years ago. My grandma's completely fine now, but it was just a very crazy experience. So that's my story. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out everyone else's videos throughout the week, and if you want to subscribe to my main channel, that'd be pretty good, because when I get 250 subscribers, I'm going to be cracking 3 raw eggs on my head. I'm definitely looking forward to that-ish, not really. Go subscribe to my main channel too. Have a happy holiday. Before I end this video, I just want to say that a lot of you have been saying that this channel hasn't really been in honor of Caleb enough, so I don't get to choose the themes. But if you guys have any ideas where I could personally make my videos more like in a way to kind of honor Caleb, because this is his channel, if you could comment those down below if you have any ideas about that, that'd be helpful for me. That was Liv Marie. I am out, and peace. See you next Tuesday.